If you're feeling stuck in an abusive or toxic relationship and you feel like you can't leave, I'm going to tell you why. You might be experiencing a trauma bond. There's 7 stages to how these form in an abusive relationship, so we're going to go through them step by step. Stage 1 is love bombing. This is where they create the illusion of affection. You're getting attention and validation, and they're sort of lulling you into this false sense of security. Stage 2 is trust and dependency, and this is where they're really building the chains that are going to hold you. We're just at the beginning stages of starting to actually depend on them for that validation and attention. In this stage, trust is being cultivated and dependency really starts to take its roots. Now, stage 3 is criticism and devaluation. This is where their image just starts to crack. This is where the abusers start to reveal their true nature, but it's very subtle and often covert. Stage 4 is where the gaslighting starts. This is where they start to manipulate your sense of reality. Our self-confidence and clarity just gets eroded here. Stage 5 is the loss of control. We really start to sort of yield to their power. At this point, we seek to avoid conflict so much that we become submissive. We're starting to lose our autonomy. Stage 6 is the loss of self. This is where our identity really starts to unravel. In this stage, you really start to lose who you are. We've lost our self-concept and our sense of well-being. Stage 7, the final stage, is really the emotional addiction. The chains of the trauma bond, those tighten. At this point, we are entwined in the toxic cycle. We feel addicted, and we're honestly on an emotional roller coaster. A trauma bond is an emotional attachment that exists in a relationship where there's abuse and devaluation mixed with positive reinforcement and kindness. So when we're getting that positive reinforcement, we're getting that dopamine hit. We're on a high. So conversely, when we're in that low and we're experiencing abuse, we're getting that cortisol released. That hormone plays a role in our fight or flight response. Trauma bonds mimic love. You feel like you love your abuser, like you just absolutely can't leave them. But I teach people how to break these trauma bonds. You feel stuck, I get it, but you aren't stuck. I will never pretend that it's easy. Honestly, it might be one of the hardest things that you ever do, but it will be the best thing that you ever do.
Stronger.